Of course they miss you.
You looking good.
Thank you. You look good.
Feeling good, looking good.
Yes, y'all.
Suppressing feelings, I don't really see that with us either.
Earlier when we were talking about this, he was like, yeah, you don't suppress any of your emotions.
Not at all. She lets it all out. Every emotion.
Hey, my loves, I'm Amaya Janae.
Keston Lewis.
And welcome to the No Matter the Distance podcast, where internet expectations meets
realistic expectations.
We'll be spilling the tea on what social media thinks a relationship looks like.
And share what it actually looks like when you're building a life together.
This is love, and let's talk about it. What's up, guys?
What's up, y'all? Happy New Year.
Welcome back to our podcast. This is episode 3, and in today's video, we're going to be doing part 2 of the questions you guys asked us on social media. And yeah, we're really excited. You know, it's that time of the year.
New Year's. Right? New Year's Eve right now. So what's up, y'all? Happy New Year's to everybody. We're praying blessings, favor, and clarity over everybody's life. May this year bring you growth and purpose with everything you're doing in your life. Last thing I want to say is just keep moving forward, y'all. You know, it's always slow motion over no motion every time. You feel me? That
part. All right. Sending you guys lots of blessing. Wishing you guys prosperity in this upcoming year. And I hope you guys go after all the things that your heart desires. But we're going to jump into our part 2 of our Q&A. All right. Okay. The first question. What are your personal goals and couple goals for the next year? So 2026, because it is January the 1st.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say, I'm gonna start my personal goals.
Okay.
Just a few. I want to max out my Roth IRA once again. So this is my first year actually open my account, max it out this year. So in 2026, I want to max it out again.
Okay.
I guess another kind of money one, I'm gonna stay on that same topic, but I want to also pretty much double my high yield savings account.
Okay.
So I had a set number for this year. I want to double that number for next year. Did you want to say your personal goals before I go to couple, or how you?
Yeah, I can say my personal goals. I have a lot, because I'm a dreamer and I dream big. A lot of personal goals I have. First and foremost, I want to really get aligned with who I am and in all aspects of my life. Staying focused on what God has in store for me. So just staying on the right path that is destined for me, not getting distracted this year. Not saying I was distracted in the past, but I know what I want, I know where I'm going, and I just want to stay focused and follow the path and just let life, you know, take me where I'm supposed to go. I also want to take her aesthetics to where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't know what her aesthetics is, go follow her aesthetics on Instagram. Anyways, another personal goal of mine is just I moved to a new city, and I don't really have friends out here.
No friends.
And I met a couple friends, not gonna lie. They're really nice people I met out here, but I wanna put myself out there more. I think I've kind of been cock-blocking my blessings, being all shy and stuff. So,
okay.
And you know that ain't even like me.
It's not.
So,
7 hours later.
Stop! Anyways, those are some of my personal goals, and I'm gonna leave it like that.
You was gonna keep going.
I'm gonna say I was gonna give y'all my whole vision board.
2. She's gonna give you about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I was gonna give y'all my whole vision board, but stay tuned. Okay.
And what about our couple goals? That's the second part of your question.
I'll start with a couple goals.
Okay.
First and foremost, the No Matter the Distance podcast.
Ooh.
I have a big goal for us: 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers.
There you go. Yeah.
500 subscribers for this year. I also want to be able to post more consistently, even if we can't see each other as often. Want to see where we can do with the virtual podcast episodes. I'm gonna tap into that. And one of my other goals for us as a couple is to be in the same city.
Yeah, that was my number one. I was so waiting. Yeah, main goal, us being in the same place. We have gotten closer since Hawaii to Nashville.
Yeah, oh my God,
now
yes.
you're way closer, but we're still trying to just end up in that same city.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
But let's move on to the second question, because we're not trying to keep y'all Family traditions and boundaries. So what are some future boundaries and family traditions that you would like to have in the family that we're creating?
I'm gonna keep it kind of simple. Like for like holidays, of course, for when I was younger versus now, it looked a lot different. Because my parents got divorced when I was like in middle school. So when I was younger, we were all kind of in the house together. Christmas, it was, you could see a lot of presents, Christmas trees. We spent the day there, eating together, all of that. But now, it's more so I have to kind of split it. So like I would get up in the morning, I'll get up in the morning and go eat breakfast with my dad, exchange gifts with him, then come back to my mom's house, eat some with her, exchange gifts. So it's kind of like that. But I ain't gonna say all that. But I'm kind of that to say, I want a tradition for our family, future family. Get up in the morning, nice little brunch. I think a brunch action would be nice.
Some
Mimosas, you know what I'm saying? Opening the gifts. I know some people do that whole thing of like opening gifts, like a couple gifts a day prior to it. And I want everybody, you gotta wait till the morning of Christmas. And really, I just value kind of that family time, so spending that time together for real. Is where I guess I would start.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, I'll go with my traditions and then we'll go back to you about your boundaries.
Okay.
For family traditions, to stay on the topic as Christmas that you started with, I honestly wouldn't mind traveling for the holidays, but I think it's because my family travels for the holidays. So it's like, we didn't travel all the time growing up, but we did like go home to Memphis, or we went to Florida and everybody met up, had Christmas in Florida at Disney World and stuff like that. So it's like traveling, I do like that. And we still did open gifts that morning. We still have brunch at the Airbnb, and then we went to Disney World, And same way when we're in Dubai, we still have breakfast and things like that. So I feel like I do like the traveling thing, and like this year they went to Thailand, so that's fun too. So it's like I would like to do stuff with our kids, but I would like to wait till they're a little older, because I feel like when we do it when they're too young, they can't really remember everything, and I would want them to remember everything. But I do like that you want to have that real family time, because I like that.
Yeah, I do want to add on too. Like how you say you're used to traveling for the holidays and everything. Like I told you, the funny thing is, this is my first time ever not being at home during the holidays. Okay. So are you saying that's what you're used to doing? I've literally never done that until this year, and I'm not far away from. I'm 6 hours away, 7, 8.
What, driving?
Driving.
Like 9 hours.
Like 9 from, so like I'm not out the country per se.
But get up here with you.
Yeah, I'm not out the country per se, but but I would be open to traveling, of course. It's just not what I'm used to doing. It would be something we'd have to venture out to for me. But something you're used to.
Of course, like when I was younger, we didn't travel as much too. We had that, at home and stuff, going, like I said, going to Memphis and stuff with our grandparents. So I wasn't always traveling for the holidays. I experienced that more as an adult. The second part of the question is boundaries.
So like some family boundaries. I guess kind of what we touched on earlier with the whole, when we do have kids, and kind of just how them being exposed to certain things in the world. The world is a crazy place now, and it's kind of like a balance between not keeping them too close in where they just can't experience anything, but you also don't want them to get caught up in the wrong stuff.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I can say one of my boundaries, if I have a daughter, and I know this may sound crazy because I do believe it's different from little boys and little girls. If I have a daughter, I'm not too fond of the sleepover stuff, but not like, if I know you, I've known the parent, our kids are hanging out, like they've been knowing each other. I feel like we can work our way up to sleepovers, but I'm not the type, my child not spending the night over anybody's house. Y'all not finna, I don't trust that. Same way I don't trust daycares, but hey, that's me. Like, I don't trust none of that stuff. I feel like the world is so evil. We see so much evil now. It's like, it just put me on guard. Like, I would hate to have to bring a child into all this evilness that goes around. But of course I can't control everything that goes on. But the stuff that I can control, I want to be able to at least have, like, you know, a limit. Just, that's like a seatbelt in a car.
Yeah. Man, I agree with what you're saying too,
Okay.
and I feel what you're saying, but I wanted to add in, of course, how I always do.
Okay.
You can't live in fear, right? Because every parent nowadays, when you send your kids to school, one of the most popular things going on with schools is literally school shootings, right?
Yeah.
But every day you're sending your kid to a school. So, like, again, you can't live in fear. Sometimes you just have to, you know what I'm saying, have that faith and, okay, we're going to do this because that's what we feel is best. Now, I do agree with, like, 100% with the whole daycare thing. I like, if you could just, again, stay at home, that's way better than daycare. You're saving money and it's just way safer to do that. So that makes sense to me.
I also want to homeschool my kids too.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That's way safer too.
And that goes back to what I said. It's a balance to it.
Yeah.
Like I told you, me and my dad had the conversation, like I told you about.
Hi,
where
Steve. It's me, your daughter-in-law.
Homeschooling, right? It's like, to me, that's like you trying to keep them real close in. Oh, you can't get exposed to anything, but it has to be a balance to it. And I know how you brought up with homeschool. There's some programs where once a week you can meet up with
or not even once a week. There's
but
a lot of different options out there, but if I can limit,
it's still not the same as going to school. That's what I'm saying.
it probably isn't.
So
but hell,
I think going to school is a very important thing, just being around different kids. But of course, that also brings more possibilities of the kids being exposed to stuff. But at the same time, again, you can't live in fear. You can't control everything the kids are exposed to. You can try to, but then it's just like you're super kind of controlling at that point. Like, oh no, I'm staying, keeping you right here.
But that's not how I look at it. Like, I'm not trapping them in the house, and no, I'm not, you know, blocking anything they want to do. If they want to go out, they want to try. Honestly, it will be up to my child. We can start homeschooling until a certain age. If they feel like they want to go to public school, go to public school. They don't like the public school, I'm not going to say, well, you want to, no. If you want to start back doing homeschool, find another program, I'm open to that too.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not paying for my child to go to private school.
Oh yeah, we don't need private school.
Like, for what? You know? So, I just feel like if I can limit certain things that my child will experience as a child, I would do anything I can to do that. That's all I'm saying. But let's move on to the next question. Okay, intentionality. How important is being intentional at the talking/dating phase, and what did that look like for you guys?
Okay, I think being intentional at the beginning is like one of the most important parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause coming out from the jump and letting the person know, like, hey, this is what I want, can save everybody a lot of time.
Exactly.
If you just want to have a good time, let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might both want to just have a good time.
Yeah.
Now, if you like, look, I want you to be my girlfriend, and I'm dating and married, so then my girlfriend, I want you to be my wife some years down the line. That's intentionality. You let it know up front what you want. Then you kind of apply pressure from there. If the person is applying the same thing, you know what I mean? You go from there. And the second part of the question was, like,
what did it look like for us? Yeah.
And honestly, it was like that. So when I first hit up Amaya, we started talking. If you didn't hear how we first started talking, you got to go back and watch episode 2 of how we met and how we started talking. But literally, when I first started talking to her, I was like, look, I want you. Right? Like, I want to have a girlfriend. I'm a relationship type of guy. And I'm serious. So if you're looking for a boyfriend, eventually to be a husband, let's do this. Right? If not, then this ain't what I'm looking for. That's literally how it was. And you know what she told me?
I need to.
She told me where I signed up at. That's what she told me. She asked me where did she sign up. I gave her the papers. She signed up, and here we are now, locked in. With that contract locked in. See?
Yeah.
That's not how it went. She said, yeah, I actually.
That never happened. No, I'm just kidding. But I do agree with the whole being intentional from the jump, because I feel like dating at our age is like people like to walk around acting like they so upfront, like, yeah, I talk to these many people, I'm upfront, everybody know that this is that, but y'all don't. Like, y'all don't be upfront for real. Like, y'all play in people's faces like it's nothing, and I'm not with that at all. Like, once I love you hard. Like, once I like you a lot, you know? So it's like, for you to like play games with me and have me waiting around, like, what's your end goal? Like, what's the point of this? You just want to waste my time? Like, don't let y'all boyfriend get in the way of y'all husband, okay? Cause but I do agree, like, for us, it did start out super intentional, like super like he knew what he wanted and he wanted me. So,
and for y'all, if y'all are asking somebody like about their intentions with y'all, if they tell you something you don't want to hear, don't be afraid to walk away.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally be like, okay, cool, thank you for the transparency. This is not what I'm looking for. Give them a handshake like this and walk off, and
you might give
be done.
him a kiss too.
You might give him a kiss.
That's the last
kiss. You're not giving no kiss, but give him a kiss. But yeah, you're not. What I'm saying. Give them a handshake and y'all just walk off. You know what I mean? You don't be afraid to, if they're not matching what you looking for, to walk away.
But I just feel like that takes the other person to be honest. Yeah. Like, I feel like so many niggas, sorry for saying the N-word, y'all, it's in my vocabulary. I just feel like so many niggas just want their cake. They want that cake, and they just want to eat it all. What's the saying? You just want your cake and eat it too? Like,
yeah, something like that.
Like, something like that, whatever the saying is. I just feel like that's messed up. Like, y'all need to learn how to be upfront. And trust me, if you want to play games, maybe she want to play games too. And now y'all both playing 2K. You just gotta, just be honest. You done?
Yeah, I was gonna say some girls be more player than dudes, really.
Some girls be player. Girls be pushing P for real. You ain't never met no P.
Come on.
Okay. The next question is attachment styles, and you can pull out your phone, but we were just discussing this earlier. Shout out to the person who gave us this question. We did not take the test. I'm so sorry.
That was from Shelly, actually.
Oh, what's up, Shelly? Big Mama had to go to work. I have real stuff to deal with. Okay, so
we did not take the test,
but
I looked up the 4 types of attachment styles.
And we gonna do the test right now. We gonna talk about each one, and then which one we think the other person is. But we pretty much got the gist of it. We know what we are, but
so I'm gonna start off just naming all 4, and I'm gonna read what it actually means. So 1 is secure, 2nd anxious, 3 avoidant, 4 disorganized.
Right.
Okay. So now we're gonna describe what secure means. That's comfortable with intimacy, you trust others, handle conflict well, you have good self-esteem, and balanced independence. Okay. Anxious, you fear abandonment, crave closeness, need constant reassurance, and can be overly emotional or jealous. Now, avoidant is value independence, uncomfortable with deep intimacy, suppress feelings, and appear aloof. And lastly is disorganized, and that's mixed behaviors, desire closeness but fear it, and inconsistent. And just reading these off the top of my head, it's not disorganized for either one of us. I don't see
I don't have mixed behaviors. I don't desire to be close and then fear. No, I want to be close.
Yeah.
Or inconsistent and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's, with the avoidant one, you do value independence, and I do too.
Same.
But the whole uncomfortable with deep intimacy, I don't see that applying to us.
Yeah.
Suppressing feelings, I don't really see that with us either.
Earlier when we were talking about this, he was like, yeah, you don't suppress any of your emotions.
Not at all. She lets it all out. Every emotion.
Hey.
So definitely not that one. But even with anxious, like you do crave closeness, need constant reassurance.
I feel like, I do.
Reassurance, can be overly emotional. Right? Then it says fear abandonment though. I don't think that necessarily fits you though. And then,
Ooh, jealous.
or it can be overly jealous.
Am I overly jealous?
You can be jealous sometimes, for sure.
Am I overly jealous?
I would say overly jealous.
And what?
Jealous.
I'm not jealous, y'all. Let's just clear this up. There's a difference between this is my man, my man, my man. Don't look at my man, don't touch my man, don't touch my man. Blah, blah, blah.
You're territorial.
That's the word. I'm not jealous. Moving on.
Yeah, and then I think secure is closely pressed. So it's comfortable with intimacy. We trust others, handle conflict well, good self-esteem, and balanced independence.
Yeah, I agree.
I think secure is probably the closest for
To
both
the
of
attachment
us.
styles.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I never knew anything or knew too much about attachment styles prior to this question. So shout out to you for informing us on what attachment styles is and what they look like in relationships, because I did not know there was attachment styles.
Actually, when he sent me the kind of topic, he was saying like a lot of people don't know what it is, but it would be good for us to talk about it. So some people are like, let me look that up and see maybe what they would be. So there actually is, I guess, quizzes online. You just look up attachment style quizzes. So if y'all want to figure out which one you are, just look it up on Google or something and take the test and let us know what you got. You know, that's your attachment style.
Okay, so the next question is, if your partner pays all the bills, is it your obligation to cook and clean, or should your partner still help around as well? I'll start.
Okay.
For this question, I 100% agree that if your man in there, or it can be vice versa, the woman in there paying all the bills, I feel like the least you can do is keep up the house. They paying for the roof that's over your head. Like, the least you can do is to cook and clean. Like,
and I
that's
love,
the least.
my bad to cut you off, but I love you said that, right?
Really?
But then the part that I love you said, kind of how I said earlier, because a lot of people try to tie genders into everything, but again, even if your wife or the woman is the one paying all the bills, the breadwinner, yes, the man should be cooking and cleaning and making sure the house is straight, you know? It shouldn't just always be the man is providing everything, so the woman got to do that stuff. Like, nah, like, you just, whichever partner's doing that, the other one should help out there.
Yeah.
But I also think, just because you are paying all the bills and your partner is cooking and cleaning, the person paying the bills can also step in and help.
Yeah.
You know, like if one night I came home from work, you cook, you clean everything, but then, you know, let's say I just washed the dishes to help you out. You know, like you had a long day too, you know, and I just washed the dishes. I think that's perfectly fine. That's just being like considerate.
Yeah, considerate.
For real.
And we're both super considerate with one another.
No, we are. We're definitely both considerate. So that's something I think you kind of just find within your partner though. If they're a considerate person, like how you are with me or how I am with you, then you might step in and do that. Are they obligated to do that? I mean, that's a different question.
I'm gonna say obligated though. That's why I'm like, to answer the question, yes and no, because I don't feel like it's an obligation. Like, it's set, it's a rule, it's in writing. Like, once you know, I don't think it's that deep, but I do think that it is roles in a sense, but not necessarily gender roles. It's like, if you see somebody busting a butt paying all your bills, the least you can do is show like what you're using your money for. You're taking care of the house, you got the groceries, you got the other stuff, if he needs money for this, you know, stuff like that. Like, you still got your portion too of the household. Like, and I think that also goes with the whole 50-50 thing. Like, 50-50 don't mean you splitting bills. 50-50 can mean he paying bills and you cooking and cleaning. Like, I feel like that's how that is. But it still don't gotta be 50-50. It can be 80-20, 20-80. Like, and another thing that I was gonna mention with the whole gender aspect of it, I don't think only women have to cook and clean, and I don't think they should be the only one taking care of the kids. I don't think when it comes to the kids and the household that it should only be the woman. I do think that life is different now. If a woman want to be a boss, let her be that boss. And you married that boss, so you need to get home, take care of them kids, cook dinner, clean up before she get home, and run her bath water. Like, you don't think so?
No, I mean, that's her role, and like, you know.
Yeah, so I just feel like, hey, I think it just really depends. But I do like that question.
Yeah, great question.
Great question. Shout out to you, Leah Lee. Aaliyah Cummings. Miss Cummings. Okay. What were your biggest lessons, or what was your biggest learning lessons in your relationship? Like, what have you learned from this relationship?
I learned from this relationship that
you keep sitting back.
My bad.
And
I keep moving, you know what I'm saying?
Let me get cool too.
But I think my biggest lesson for real is my definition of what I thought like transparency was before meeting you has changed drastically. And I was saying that because kind of like how when you ask me certain questions, how I brought it before, sometimes they're like setup type of questions, right? Sometimes you respond like you don't like necessarily my answer, but you like the fact that I'm being honest with you, right?
Put you in that hot seat for real.
Yeah, but like it's a whole thing. It's like a fight in my head, like because men think logically. So it's like in your head as a man, you're like, okay, if I'm gonna answer like this and she finna not like it, I need to change up my answer. That's how a man thinks. But it's like really like it's trained me or kind of taught me to be like, okay, hey, I'm just gonna tell the truth for real. Like that's being fully transparent, not just telling her what you want to hear and being transparent that way, but just saying it and knowing that you value that honesty over.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know. Would you show me who you really are?
Yeah. Not
who you think I want you to be, and that's the game. And I got you in that hot seat always. Always.
You feel yourself?
Just a little bit. Okay, so to answer this question, I have learned to let things happen. I think sometimes I can be kind of a control freak or a know-it-all, and I think walking into this relationship and meeting him, I used to discredit how he feels about me, even though I felt the same way. Like I'm very emotional. I am very, if I feel some type of way, it comes out. I'm like a waterfall. Like it just come out my mouth. Like I can't hold water. And that being said, when he would reciprocate that at the beginning of our relationship, he would say something, I'm like, oh, no you don't. Or you don't like me for real. Or, stuff like that. Like I was discrediting him. And I feel like that came from a place of like being hurt and stuff. Or that whole trusting. And like when I tell you at the beginning, he shut that down as soon as possible. Like he was like, he didn't like that. He shut me up real quick. And then from that moment on, I learned how to just let the love in. That's what I learned.
I like that.
Cause I'm a lover, but like you're a lover too.
I am. And you just wasn't accepting it at first. But I think it was important for me to step in and tell you cut that out for real. Because I'm really telling you how I feel. And you're discrediting it by saying, oh no you don't. And it's and if I didn't ever tell you that, you could have really pushed me away from doing that, and I think some people could push, in your own separate situation, you could push somebody away by discrediting them. They're telling you how you feel or how they feel, and you just you ain't for real about that. You just talking.
Yeah. That
can make somebody alright, I ain't gonna tell you nothing else. I ain't gonna compliment you ever again. Now what? So
yeah. Now you mad.
Now you mad. Now I don't compliment you enough. The whole time you was telling me I was playing at first, So
okay, look at you.
Watch what y'all be saying now.
Yeah, watch it. Y'all heard him. Watch what y'all be saying. Okay. Next question. Intentional, healthy, casual dating. No labels, no pressure. What are your thoughts? Let me go first. I am all for casual dating. I believe you are supposed to be out here dating to see who you're supposed to marry, right? Y'all get confused because y'all trying to sleep with every single person y'all talking to. Now it's mixed emotion. Now there's all them spirits and all that stuff. It's just that's not what dating actually is. You supposed to explore your options. If he asks you to go to Cheesecake, he asks you to go to Nobu, he asks you go on every one of them days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It's all about getting to know the person.
Exactly. And I feel this generation, there's a difference between casual dating and situationship. You know what a situationship is? That's y'all acting like y'all are in an actual relationship, doing relationship things with no label. That's not the same thing as casual dating.
Yeah, like a situationship is almost taking that casual dating, but taking it too far with one specific person. That's really
exactly
what it is. Like,
and now that's where y'all get to wasting that person's time. You could have been exploring your other options. You know, but you sit here, you thinking you want this person, but you really don't. You just having sex with this person. You probably not ready to go to the next person and have sex with that person, or maybe you do. Maybe you going. Maybe you wanna boom, boom, boom. Hey, get your rocks off. But you can't be mixing feelings with all these different people, and just that's why people are toxic. That's what that toxic stuff come from. Like, you can't lie down with everybody that you're dating.
no, that's facts.
That's why you're all supposed to wait till marriage too.
Facts. But I think too, just as a whole, like that whole sleeping with everybody that you are casually dating, that stems from people who are like obsessed with
sex.
Like I told you before, people be obsessed with it now.
Extra horny.
Like it's literally, it's because you see it everywhere, or like not even like seeing sex everywhere, but just like seeing. What I was saying earlier, like
it's like somebody cooking with
not her.
Like cooking.
You get on Instagram. There's some woman on Instagram.
She be twerking for her man. She be like clap, clap,
but she
clap,
literally
clap,
cooks
clap,
a
clap.
whole meal. Meal look great. At the end of the video, just start twerking and clapping. Like it's just like.
But she also, they have her OnlyFans.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. All of that, it ties back to that.
Exactly.
People watching her videos cooking. They know they stand to the end to see her clap her butt, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the whole time they have an OnlyFans. So those same people are going to watch her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Which again, it ties back to the whole just people
Everybody
obsessed with that sex. That's what it be like. And then if you show, like I said, you got a son or something or a daughter, you showing them a cooking video. Oh, you want this for dinner tonight? Then all of a sudden you start, what? Like, what is going on right now? What?
You gotta be hiding your
What's
parents
going on?
when you was little, when you seen something you supposed to see. They
Yeah, like you can't even show your kid no cooking video without somebody twerking in the camera now. Like that.
Yeah.
It's just, it don't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. But to get back to the question,
My fault, God.
I do think there's nothing wrong with casual dating. But I do think you'll always meet someone during that time who's not looking for casual dating. Like they're looking for something more serious. And I think it's important to hear that person out. If you're not ready, let that person go, move on. Part of casual dating, you date around till you see someone who's like the best candidate.
I agree.
Okay. Let's go on to the next question. What have y'all accomplished this year as a couple? Okay, no matter the distance podcast.
Yeah, well, we definitely started our podcast this year.
Yes.
We've been talking about it for a while.
Oh wow, yeah.
And
We did it.
finally started it. Here we are.
I also want to say that we made it successfully through over a year together in a long distance relationship.
Yeah, over a year. I'd add in, because again, everybody doesn't do this, but we both met each other's families within our first year. You know, some people it takes a little, like if you're long distance, it might take longer to meet, like, you know, both families, but you met my folks, I met your folks within this year. Yeah, we both kind of, like, again, it kind of goes with that, but we traveled to like each other's house, like, so I went to your spot in Hawaii, you came to mine in Nashville, so we've accomplished some stuff as a
traveled
couple.
other places, we had a lot of firsts together.
Yeah, we traveled together.
Yeah, it was,
together,
we did a lot of things this year and accomplished a lot of things together. We're both growing together and I'm so proud of you. Can't wait to see you in the future.
Proud of you too.
Thank you, baby. The next question is, where do you see yourselves next year as a couple?
Next year, it's simply just we continuing to grow.
Yeah.
I think next year we're gonna just continue getting deeper in our Bible. Right?
We did so good this year too.
We did that this year, we did really great. But I think we're gonna keep that going into next year. Be more consistent with that. You know, I'm all about the health is wealth thing too. So I want both of us to continue the healthy lifestyle, eating right, staying active.
And what's crazy, he's like the male version of me when it comes to like health things. I may be a little more extreme. That's because if I see certain ingredients or if I don't see organic, I can't have it. But of course, if I go out to a restaurant or something, clearly I don't know if this vegetable they got on my plate start with a 9 or not. I don't know if it's organic, but I still eat it out. But when it comes to like in my home, like I'm all about like, oh, this ingredient, this, that, can't have no clay plugins. I'm not messing up my hormones, not having this, having that. So it's interesting to see someone who's like also interested in his health. Like I ain't never met no man that take beetroot, ginger, like on a daily basis, like he getting his vitamins, and I'm so proud of him. And I do think we need to continue that, you know. I love that.
Thank you.
From a retired vegetarian, I think you should join the vegetarian gang because I want to try it again this year.
I was gonna say, would you ever go back to being a vegetarian?
I think I would. I did it for quite some time, like over 5 years. I did it. College, I only stopped because you know, being a vegetarian as a freshman, sophomore year in college was very expensive. So like by my sophomore year, I'm going to the calf, like give me a chicken tender. Like I needed to. But I just recently, like this year or 2025 is when I introduced steak again. So it's like I didn't have beef since probably middle school. And I haven't had pork since middle school unless somebody poisoned me with some pork. But I have not ate pork since middle school. And I grew up in Memphis, y'all. And I'm talking about chitlins, hog maws, hot styles, goose liver. And I know that sounds super nasty, and it is nasty. But I was raised by my grandparents, so I was eating everything. They just put it on my plate, you know? But I do think I would want to go back vegetarian. I think I might try it again for a few months. You know, last year I did it I did it 5 months, January through May. And remember I ate that salmon, So I think I would do it again. I enjoy it. I do think it's a good balance to go between vegetarian and carnivore here and there. I think it helps with the body.
Yeah, I don't know if I would try vegetarian. If I did, it'd be like maybe a week. You know what I'm saying? I try it out, but
have you tried it for a week?
No.
I thought we did some. Oh, we did a fast together.
Yeah, but vegetarians
yeah, that's really extreme. But it's good. I can put you on all my meals I be making. But you know, I'm cool with just like a little.
Yeah, I'm sure it's good, but
you need some meat.
Not right now.
Big dog. You be hungry.
Yeah, I need a little something.
Need a little something.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you make long distance work for you?
Communication.
All the way.
Communication.
FaceTime.
Yeah. I feel like everything I was about to say ties into communication. Which is why I said that. I was going to say like updating each other what we doing, but that's communication. Like I said, FaceTime. The main stuff is really communication is kind of the main thing because we can't see each other like physically. So it's all about telling one another like what you finna do today. If you finna leave the house, maybe where you're going. I'll probably be back later on about 10 o'clock. Like just
I'm going
doing stuff like that. Because imagine like, and some people might look at that as like, oh, that's controlling, telling them everything. But like imagine when you said why, right? Yeah. You were over 4,000 miles apart.
Yeah.
Let's just say she don't tell me like what she doing, and it show like your person's like location or whatever. Like when you check the text threads, like it shows at the top. Let's say I look at that and it show you in like some different part of like Hawaii or something. I don't recognize. Kopale. Oahu. Yeah, but let's say it show you in some like random part, and I'm thinking you home, and now it got it can make your partner start overthinking, like, dang, what they doing? Like, where they at? And then I gotta come text you. Let's say you don't text back because you ain't got no reception where you know, and then it just turns into a whole bunch of stuff. And all she had to do was say, oh, hey, babe, like, I'm going out here for this. And then at that point, it's like, okay, the reception might be bad. Okay, so then at that point, if she don't text back, okay, the reception probably bad. Or she going over here because that happened. It just eliminates all that extra stuff. Just saying it up front, you know.
And I do think, you gotta think about it. When you married and in the same house, you're not just walking out the house like, did he just leave and not say nothing? Where my husband going? Did he take the car? Which car did he take? Da-da-da. Like, it, in any relationship, it's just normal to tell somebody what you're doing.
Yeah, I was gonna add how you feels like how you were saying you're married, y'all in the same household. Let's say if I was just like, hey, man, I'm gonna go run an errand real quick.
I'm like, what's the errand? Why I can't come?
So I was gonna ask you how you feel about that, because again, what if I'm trying to surprise you with something? So you're asking all these questions. Like I think you have to be okay also with, like you just said, you don't have to know exactly like where you going, who you gonna be with. But like, if I'm telling you, hey, man, I'm gonna run an errand real quick, I think we both trust each other to be like, okay, cool. You know, you shouldn't have to be like, well, where are you going? Like, I'm
just naturally nosy, y'all. I'm just naturally.
You are. That's what I'm telling you now. It's like you'll be fine.
If you don't surprise me, I want to know. I'm like, so what is it?
Yeah, like I'm saying, I'm finna go run an errand. You talking about, well, where you going? It's like,
and I'm gonna be on that location like this. Okay.
Then I turn my location off now. Well, then it's like now it's like I'm being sneaky.
No, I wouldn't think you're being sneaky though. Then at that point, I know I'm getting surprised. So I'm gonna be at home waiting for my surprise. Now when you come home and you ain't got no surprise, now I'm on you. Cause like, what you turn off your location for?
What if you're not getting a surprise that same day? What if it's for something later on in the week? Now you getting all uptight for no reason. See?
I'm gonna give you 72 hours.
Think about it.
I'm gonna give you 72 hours.
It could be longer than 72 hours. What I'm saying, it could be a Monday. I'm leaving. It's wait for Saturday, and you over here acting all upset. You know. So it's.
Well, I did it because for your birthday, when I went to go get your gifts, I did turn off my location. But you never checked my location, so you didn't know.
Yeah, I don't just check your location.
Yeah. So, but I did because we were closer. So it's like, it would show the location because I went to 2 different parts of Dallas. So it would have went from like, you know, you would have seen the different cities and then you would have seen where I was at.
Yeah.
So I didn't really text you back, turn off my location, you know, didn't give you a reason to check it, and then got your gifts. So I do understand it. And I think I'm just being dramatic. I think I'm just yapping. Well guys, this concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for our next video. You already know we're trying to come back to back this year, giving you guys more content. Don't forget to check out our Instagram at nomatterthedistance.pod, and don't forget to follow our TikTok too, same username. Okay, give us some questions and topics down below that you would like us to talk about. We have a lot in store for you guys, so like I said, subscribe if you're not already subscribing. It's a big thumbs up, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and don't forget to share the video as well with someone. I'm Amaya Janae. You can follow me on Instagram at Maya Janae.
I'm Keston Lewis. Follow me at Keston Lewis.
Alright guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.